All right, guys, welcome back. This episode here is going to be water trapping with coil springs, and I'm actually excited. I struggled to find enough water to do this, guys. We're really dry here in Iowa, but I found a creek on a piece of our property here where we got a good little, what I would say is a prime location for a pocket here. And boy, it's getting me excited for season 2. If you guys can see this, I really hope you guys can pick this up on the camera, but there is coon tracks in that silt in this little puddle here. So yeah, guys, that gets me pumped up right there. I love trapping raccoons. I love it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to show you 2 different sets. I would show you 3, but I don't know enough about one of them to feel like I can justify showing it to you guys, because I don't use it. I know a lot of guys that use it. I'm talking about the fish stick set. I don't use it, but I use a lot of pockets and blind sets in the water, and they work great. So I'm going to show you guys those. So I'm going to kind of find a good little spot here to get the camera set up for you guys, and let's do this. This is going to be fun. All right, guys, so I got the camera set up here. We got a pretty steep bank right here. As I showed you guys, there's coon tracks running all up and down this creek. But the tracks are mostly in the water. So this pocket set would actually work great in the fall, but I kind of trap the water a little different than I do dry land. For example, I'm going to be using a rebar stake here with this coil spring instead of a pogo, simply for the fact that I run all my water stuff on drowners so I can collect the skull of that animal, because I have a market for those. But I'm going to kind of show you guys how I'd break this down here. So you can see this bank here. I've pulled some of the vegetation back. You know, a lot of this stuff will be dead by the time trapping season gets here, but I'm going to kind of just, I might actually get you guys set up here a little bit differently. Let's try right in here. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So anyways, guys, you can see the muddy bank here. I'm going to kind of just pull a little bit of mud away from it, kind of like that. This is a really good spot, and I'm going to show you guys why I stick with rebar in the creeks, and it's for this main reason. I never carry a shovel anywhere. It's just one extra thing for me to lose, and Lord knows I'd lose it if I had it. So I'll take this piece of rebar here, just run it into the bank like so, and then hollow it out just like that. Then you got yourself a nice pocket there. Oh, water in the waders. Good thing it's not too cold. Yeah, if you guys can see there, got my little pocket. I'm gonna slick it up a little bit. I like to make my pockets big and showy. I actually know you can catch raccoon in just a hole in the bank. You don't even need any bait in there really, but obviously put bait in there. But I like to splash some water up there, make it look all big and dramatic like so. And then you got yourself a nice little pocket there, guys. I'll give you guys a little bit better of an angle at it here. You guys can see, I mean, it looks like something's been going in there. It looks great. I like how that looks. So now for how I would put a trap in this particular location. Got my rebar with me, got my trap, same trap, 1.5 Duke coil spring. I'm going to run this rebar through here. I'm going to stake this out a little bit further into the water, just for the odds of drowning that particular raccoon with a stake like this. I use drowners if I'm trapping in the water, but it doesn't take much to really drown them. If you stake it out deep enough, they'll most likely be dispatched when you arrive. And then I'm kind of just, I don't really bed my trap like straight on or straight sideways when I'm doing pockets. I like to bed them kind of cockeyed just a little bit there, about a 45-degree angle or so. And if you guys can see, there's the pan just below the water. That's just how I like it, running no pan tension, just below the water. And that's how I like to do my pocket sets, guys. Really nothing to it. I mean, I use carp. Ground up carp. It's basically like a splatter bait is almost what I make. I'll throw it back into that hole to where they really have to work this set to get that lure out of there. But yeah, pocket set, one of the simplest sets as far as water trapping for a raccoon, and in my opinion, one of the deadliest. So yeah, guys, I'll go more in depth about drowning them in a different episode, because I think it's really important to have that raccoon dispatched on arrival if you're in the water, especially using coil springs, just to avoid, you know, ring outs or any real damage to the animal. But yeah, guys, that's just how I make a pocket. This set will catch you guys a lot of coon. Just make sure there's no silt underneath your pan. Make sure your pan is, or your trap isn't rocking at all, which mine is not. It is bedded solidly, and we got us a big old dramatic looking pocket set right there, guys. And I like how it looks too. So anyways, guys, we're gonna be moving on to a blind set here. See if I can find a good location for it. I think I see one right upstream, so let's go. All right, guys, so I went a little bit further down the stream here in this creek, and I found a really good blind set location here. The stream's narrowed down a lot down here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'd set this up. No bait, nothing required. I'm just gonna throw a trap in here, and this will take about everything that's gonna come up and down this little stream here. So anyways, guys, I'll get the area kind of set up here and get the camera positioned and show you guys how to set a blind set. All right, guys, so here's what we got here. The creek's really narrowed down here, if you can tell. It's not very deep either, if you can see my hand there. But I kind of pulled some grass out of the way to be able to show you guys this particular set. But same setup. I got rebar. Doesn't really matter on these ones. We're gonna take our coil spring here, get this bad boy set up. Oh, that was almost bad. And these traps get wet, guys. You kind of got to be careful. I'm going to use my knee on this one, just so I don't give you guys something to laugh about. There we go, guys. We got our coil spring set here. You can see we got grass on both sides of this, really tall. It's kind of funneling them through this little spot here. So we're going to kind of get our coil spring positioned right about in there. There we go. That looks good. You guys can see that pan right there. There's no coon tracks in the mud at all. It's all going through the water. One thing I would probably think about doing is maybe taking a clump of grass or something, kind of just sticking that right in here. But yeah, guys, that's a blind set. They're gonna walk right through that every single time, and you'll have that coon the next day. Love doing these. Works really good for mink, otter, coon. You can even catch beaver doing it probably. So yeah, guys, that's the simplicity and the quickness of a blind set. Really does not take much, no bait necessary, and it's an absolute killer set. So anyways, guys, that kind of concludes our little episode here of trapping in the water with coil springs. Two really fast and easy sets that work absolutely fantastic for catching critters. So anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one.